Vintage hats, shirts, golf gear supreme. Raiders of resale, living the dream. From whatnot to eBay, we score the loot. Vintage finds in every pursuit. Tips to cash in, stories so grand. Reselling raiders, rulers of the land. Reselling raiders, treasure we chase. Hathouse fired up, coaching the race. Vintage hat shirts, golf gear supreme. Raiders of resale, living the dream. Tune in, hear the lore. Reselling raiders, always more.
Boom!
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Reselling Raiders, where we talk everything from eBay to whatnot. I'm Hathouse, joined by Coach Porch and Fired Up Finds. As always, we have a jam-packed show. Definitely got some killer bolos this week. We always talk about those at the end. Usually spend about 30 minutes talking about some great items, so make sure you hang around for that. Really appreciate everybody on the podcast side. If you leave us a 5-star review, guess what? Our number one most downloaded, we'll go city. It's in a different country.
Gosh.
Sao Paulo.
Close. Singapore.
Wow.
Singapore. Number
nowhere
one
near
in the
Sao
past
Paulo.
30 days. And then, do you know where Leatherhead, United Kingdom is?
Never heard of it.
That's
Never
just
heard.
south of Buckingham.
I'm sure. I mean, Great Britain, I mean, it's only like a couple miles wide. They can't be that far away from each other.
Just
Right.
south of Buckingham.
Then Atlanta, Elkhart, and Chicago, most downloaded places. We appreciate everybody hanging out and downloading there. Please make sure to hit a 5-star review, thumbs up on this video, all that good stuff. Keep the videos ad free. And sorry I'm late. Crazy evening. I sat
Please.
down. I sat down to do the podcast, and I was like, all right, I'm a few minutes early. I got my stuff pulled up here. I'm going to check out Facebook Marketplace. And then, bam,
The
there was,
hunt began.
yeah. And that's something I really got to do better this year. But I was like, all right, I got to go get these guys because they probably won't be there tomorrow. But
No.
it took me about 30 minutes to go run and get. I picked up this hat right here and a nice little shockwave shatter. Yeah. They're going for $100 now on eBay.
Yep.
I was like, man, I did
That's the
not
woolly,
realize.
no?
Yeah, it
Did we
is.
drop a bolo?
Yeah, I thought last time I had looked them up and they're about $50 to $60, but really
These
nice ones.
Dolphins.
Yeah, nice ones are now going for $100 on eBay for
Yeah.
the Dolphins. But yeah, you get a better team. I mean, I'm sure you're in $150, $200 territory on the good shatter.
Do you mind sharing what you paid?
I paid $100 for both of them.
That's a great deal.
I thought so.
Yeah.
I was like, it's at least 2 for 1. This one, the market screwed up on it. There's not one listed. There is not one sold in the past 90 days. If you go back 3 years, some of them have sold for like $40.
Yeah, but that was
But-
before OKC was monstrous.
Yeah, and it's just you see them on Instagram, and people sell them for $200, $300, $400. I don't know if they get it, but I could see it's definitely can command that kind of price for it. So I'll probably will never sell this one because I've looked for it for a while for a decent deal, and I finally got it. So I probably won't part ways with it.
Send in Miami one on its way.
Yeah.
And recoup your money.
Yeah.
Yeah. One of my favorite things that like everybody does in the resale world is when they find something, they're like, I've been looking for this for a while. Like it's not on eBay, like, or it's not like out there somewhere that you could just easily purchase it. But we all mean, I've been looking for this for a steal for a long time. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like that's what we actually mean.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This one's not on eBay, but yeah, I haven't been looking to pay full price.
Oh yeah,
for
exactly.
a while.
Yeah,
But,
that's what I always think about, like when I hold stuff for personal collection, or I'm not a big collector, but personal collection or whatever. I'm always like even for a personal collection piece, I'm still never gonna pay retail price. I still
Yeah.
have to know that like I at least got it for a deal. You know,
Yeah. And I'm still gonna make money on it if I ever decide to part
the
ways with it.
100%. Yeah, everything that I have in like my Jags collection is, if I were to sell it, I will not lose money on any of it, which is nice. Speaking of that, I do have, because this will this will be posted tonight, right?
Oh,
Does this automatically upload to all of the podcast sites as well on this, like right after it's over?
no, I gotta
No?
download it, and then it takes about 10 to 15 minutes to download it, and then I gotta upload it, and so it takes a little bit, unless I get to it the next day.
Okay.
Sometimes I'll wait
Well,
the next day to do it.
if anybody's watching this on YouTube now or after the fact, you do have a little bit of time to jump in the giveaway that I'm doing on my Instagram. So I am giving
You
away
gotta
a
pick
band.
your favorite hat. That's what it is.
Yeah, yeah. So I posted a photo of my Jags hat collection, and it's pick the one in that collection that you think is my favorite hat, and then I will give you. And then in the second photo, I posted the picture of the actual hat that I'm going to give away. So
I didn't see which one you were actually giving away. I just saw
yeah,
the question
you
and
gotta
entered.
you gotta swipe over one, and
Oh, it's the band logo. I did
Yeah.
see it, right?
Yeah. So this is actually funny because I've kind of run into a little bit of a thing, because I posted that reel, right? And there's like 50 comments, I think, on just that reel.
That's good.
And but like that, I kind of needed them to comment on the actual post.
Oh, I haven't commented on the post. I just commented on the reel.
Yeah. So I'm
So
like, maybe I
I'm not
didn't.
entered.
Well, I was like, well, maybe I just didn't, because like how I edited it, because I was just doing too much rambling. So I kind of like cut out, maybe I guess, where I said, hey, specifically go to this post. I did put it in the the description of the video, but so I'm like, I'm probably just going to combine both the comment sections, because there is one legitimately correct. There is only actually really one legitimately correct answer as of right now.
No joke. So I
Yeah.
guess I didn't win. Damn it, because I guess the same thing somebody else did.
Yeah.
Well, there's your letdown, people.
Yep. So if you're at least if you're in here, that's your little tip that nobody else got.
Yeah, you're getting some inside knowledge right now. So
Yeah.
when's your
But
the
so this is what I'm
drawaway
gonna.
drawings tomorrow?
I think I'm gonna just end up giving away 2 hats though. I think I'm gonna give one to the person that, because I don't want to give it away too much. You know what I mean? But I think I might just end up giving it. Yeah, I'm gonna give it away tomorrow morning before we head down to the stadium.
You're going to the game.
Yeah.
Y'all are planning on winning. You think this is Trevor Lawrence's time to shine?
Baby, come on.
Let's go, sunshine. Let's go, sunshine.
Listen. At the end of the day,
It's way too young to know who Sunshine is.
first of all, I do think that the Jags will win. I think the Jags are they're
on fire.
They're a team that can win the Super Bowl, just like a handful of the other teams that everybody are really confident in winning the Super Bowl. But the Rams almost choked earlier, by the way. But like I said, I think the whole city is just so happy that we even get the opportunity to go, you know what I mean, and watch, and just do the city. I'm telling you right now, the city in 2017 and 22, 23 it's so much more fun to be here during this time of year, or just during football season, especially towards the end and going into playoffs. And the businesses are booming. My buddy down the road that owns a big Jag store, vintage, and he does his own custom stuff. He's been around for a while. I mean, dude, there was a 100-person line out in front of his shop this morning before he
Wow.
opened up at noon. Like, you know what I mean? So it's a lot more than just like the team winning. It just brings, everybody's making more money. Like it's just, yeah, it's awesome. It's super fun. So I did spend a lot of money on Jack's tickets.
I bet.
And yeah, and I'm like, I can't let a Bills fan sit in those seats,
Yeah,
So
for sure.
yeah, I'm pretty
Bills are
excited.
tough though, but that's awesome. I didn't realize it was a home. Y'all are gonna get a home game against the Bills.
Yeah,
I didn't realize it was
Yep.
at home.
yeah, yeah. I mean,
Yeah, they won their division.
if the Patriots freaking slip up and the Chargers beat them, then we'll be hosting the divisional too. So
We went down that road a couple years back.
yeah,
That's
reminiscent.
gonna be a good time. So, but like the Jags started off like 0-3
We started
or
4-1.
4.
4-1.
I thought they started off with a losing record.
No,
No, that would be my team.
Oh,
No.
okay. Maybe I'm getting them mixed up.
yeah. I know. Listen, I know you're used to saying that about my Jags, but not this year.
Not this year.
Not this year. I'm like, man, if we could just, you don't even need a Chiefs dynasty thing, But I'm like, if we could just play meaningful football late in the year, that's like as fun as it gets. Because us, we're so used to being like the first, 5 weeks are kind of fun because even if you're, 1-4, you're still like, well, if you turn it around, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then after that, it's kind of just like, oh man, this, like we're watching just because.
Who we getting our ass
So-
kicked by this week?
Yeah, yeah, this has been a super fun year. So I hope it doesn't end tomorrow because the whole city is on fire. Like I've sold so many Jags pieces locally, and it's not that I can't sell them locally anyway. I just not, I don't have people reaching out to me all the time for them. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like kind of people outside of the space too, like just like direct consumer, there's their resellers reach out to me all the time for stuff, but not direct consumer. And so I've been having so many like direct consumer in the city reaching out to me. That it's
Hot
fun.
tap.
Deb
Definitely
made it.
legend.
Good to see you, Deb.
So my question was, is he too young to know who Sunshine is?
Probably.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
The quarterback, Sunshine.
Yeah, I'm too young.
Remember the Titans? Ronnie Bass,
do.
remember the Titans?
I do know that movie.
Denzel Washington.
Yeah.
Didn't they do
Remember the
Remember the
Titans?
Titans TV show too?
Remember the Titans, it was the white boy from California came in. They called him Sunshine.
Well,
His nickname was Sunshine. He was
not
only
like Rob showing his age,
That's what Trevor Lawrence is equated to. Is Sunshine.
Yes, he is our. Yeah, hey, listen, he's been our rain cloud too. So I'm glad that has subsided.
Yeah,
At
the
least
hair
now.
is ridiculous. It's hard to watch.
Oh, listen, it doesn't. Listen, you play ball like you've been playing ball. I'm good. So, what you
At
guys
least
been
he
up?
just lets it
What's
flow
going
instead
on?
of putting it up in a big old man bun.
Well,
It could be like that Derrick Henry did. Like I don't remember Derrick Henry when he played for the Titans and he had the huge one that came out of the back.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
The
crazy.
big old braid that came down the back.
Yeah.
So I got tugged down by it a couple times.
so you've had a couple of shows since we were last on here, right? You did
Yeah.
another women's show.
Yeah, the first
how did
women's
that
show of
one
the
go?
year. Super good. Super good. There was a ton of people in there too.
Yeah, I
think-
saw you were
I-
like holding 90 or 100 people.
Yeah, I think we capped out like somewhere in the 110s ish. And then yeah, but I mean, we held like 80 to 100 people for at least a good portion of it that I remember. So, yeah, it's fun. There was like, I mean, it was the prices were what 50 people are. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
to be honest with you, like if you're not out there in the whatnot world and you can only get 30 people, 30 and I'd rather have 100. Don't get me wrong, but the difference in price mostly I don't think is like some drastic mega difference. At least in a smaller sample size. So yeah, it was
Just
super fun
your
though.
items will make that difference.
Yeah, yeah, it was super fun. The girls shows they're just so much more fun to do. Like I did a men's show 2 days after that, and the viewership was good too. There was about 50 people in there or so, basically the whole time. Uh, and it's just kind of boring, dude. Like guys don't talk in chats as much as girls do, you know? And so it
Which
makes it you don't have as much interaction. Like you don't have as much unforced interaction.
That is true, Deb.
Yeah. See, I don't even look at it from that point. I just look at it from the girls are more chatty Cathys, you know?
I could source enough. Like I couldn't get enough Y2K stuff. I just don't come across enough of the more vintage stuff and older stuff. I mean, I could come across enough modern stuff probably to do a women's show,
Do
but
women's contemporary. It's literally the second largest not category, but in women's category, which is the second largest anyway behind sports cards, in that category, women's contemporary is number one. So like modern women's clothing is number one of all the vintage, the Y2K, the granny cores and whatever else.
yeah,
Yeah, I told you I had my buddy. He switched over from selling men's clothing, then to tried his tried his hand in golf. That's kind of where I met him. I mean, he lives down the road from me, and now he's all ladies' clothing.
Yeah.
But he's
what
like,
pers-
man, aloe.
what percentage of the buyers do you think are resellers, even in that women's show?
Uh,
Do you
I
feel like people are
I
bidding to flip?
personally, I personally think it's less.
I
I
think it's
think
well,
it's less people than men's shows.
yeah.
I would say almost a fact, and I only say that because uh the sizing in there. So like a medium, so you could have the same vintage t-shirt, right? One's in a medium and one's in an extra large. Extra large is a premium because that's the most common size. You know what I mean? And so like people are gonna pay or they're gonna pay more for the XL because there's more room
You're gonna have a
on
bigger
that.
bid. Yeah, you're gonna have a bigger buyer pool.
Yeah, but there's also way more room on an XL to flip that. Like, you know what I mean? So like it just like a quick example without exact math. If you had $100 shirt that's an XL, a medium would be like 75, right? Like it would still be good money, but it would just be like a little bit less. But it seems like in women's, because I don't think there's as many resellers in there. There definitely probably even a majority of them are still maybe, but there's not as many, I don't think. And so a size like extra small of the same $100 shirt versus a size like medium is like the biggest difference ever. You know what I mean? Because
Right.
most of these girls are like buying it for them. So, because like the Miss Me jeans, I've sold tons of Miss Me jeans on Whatnot, and the size like 29 to 32 seems to be about what the average girl wears. And those ones go for like anywhere between 30 and like $45, depending on the design on the back. Well, I had a handful
That
of
is
20.
over eBay price, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, the 30 is like a little bit below eBay comp sometimes, but
Yeah,
also you like, dude, if you get ones with the crosses on the back,
yeah.
those are premium. You know what I mean? You got to be pricing those up on eBay if you're doing it. But you get and then the last show I had some 24s and 26 size, and those were like $8 to $12, and they had basically the same designs as the previous ones that I've had. The size was just a lot smaller, you know.
Right.
So um, for it to be that big of a difference, and there's more people in there too. So uh, yeah, I think there's definitely a lot more personal shopping. I think happens in the latest category.
I feel like that too. Do you? What about taking time to measure? on the jeans and stuff. Do you do that every single item?
So, so in the last one, so typically, typically I do. Typically I do. In the last one,
He'll do it at the beginning of the show. The first
it,
10, 15 minutes of the
yeah,
show.
but then when I'm
Oh, I
I'm
can't do this
selling
anymore.
Miss Me
I just can't
when
do
I'm
this.
selling Miss Me jeans for $8, right?
Yeah, it kind of
I'm
like
not measuring them. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
measure them anymore.
No, I just
Like,
can't. I
you
can't
know,
do it. I can't do it.
yeah, yeah. So, yeah, the
Solid
jeans
entertainment.
when we went out to Georgia and bought all of those kind of plus sized Y2K that we talked about some time ago, a couple months ago. And we bought whatever 60 something pairs of jeans. We just took the hour or whatever it was beforehand and then just pre-measured everything and wrote it on a sticker and put it on the back of the pants. Um, it just makes the flow a lot better. I mean, you can measure a pair of jeans in probably 15 seconds, maybe.
Yeah.
So, it's not too bad. But yeah, I measure. I'd say I measure a good majority of them until I just kind of get tired of doing it. But I mean, if people are asking, like if somebody's like, "Hey, I really need the measurements," then like, of course I'm gonna measure it.
right.
So, yeah.
Well,
That,
that would
and I'm only
be-
doing the
it in
normal
the
ones
chat.
too. I'm not doing hip width and out seam and leg opening. I'm just doing waist rise and inseam. Like you're going to get the three most common measurements, and that's it.
Yeah. The only one after that is leg opening.
Yeah.
Did you say that?
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
He said that.
Yeah, because I mean, you'll have people on eBay that are like, "Well, what's the hip measurement?" And I'm like, "I don't even know. I have no idea how to measure that."
I'll wait for the person that doesn't need that.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Let me go
exactly.
check, and then I'm not checking.
Yeah. I usually say you get a couple questions before you get blocked, but
Yeah.
if you hit me with a dumb one off rip, like you just get blocked immediately.
On women's, we do the 4 measurements on the listing.
Is it inseam outseam or is it
Just inseam,
opening?
waist, rise, and then leg opening.
Yeah.
And then if you have to have something beyond those 4 measurements, I'm not the guy. I'm
Yeah.
not the one. You don't
Yeah,
have
exactly.
to. I mean, I asked a guy the other day. I had a vintage hat for $39, and he asked me to go measure the circumference, and I'm like, brother, I will,
No.
but are you going to offer me $10 after I go measure this? I just need to know. No response. So I guess you didn't
No,
need.
I was planning to offer 8.
Yeah.
I
So
was planning
okay,
to offer 8,
That's
my
where we're
friend,
at.
not 10. Where do you come off with the 10?
if you're offended because I asked that, then we probably not can't do business.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%.
Thanks for stopping by.
Just trying to be real with you.
Yeah, 100%. That is
So we left everybody kind of on a cliffhanger last week too. They're probably all wondering, where's your Meta glasses?
Yeah.
where's yours?
He already told you
So-
they won't be in today.
So we did end up ordering them. I got my tracking number today, so I'm assuming it'll be like 3 or 4 days, and they'll be here. Wow.
So I have an oily face and I also live in Florida. So I spent a couple dollars. I think they were
What is
they were
that?
like $5. They're just like these little silicone hooks.
Okay.
Because if I don't have them, then like the glasses just, but not with just these, with every pair of glasses I've ever worn, which I don't,
Yeah.
that's why I don't really wear glasses almost ever, because I sit here and I just have to push them up on my face constantly. So, yeah, they're sweet. I took them to, I look a little bit like a nerd, but here.
Oh, we definitely got to see that.
Oh, a little bit.
Everybody's going to move over to the YouTube for now. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. It's got to... screenshot this. This is got to be your new...
Dude, don't even tell, dude,
it
I
is
look so studious right now.
It is awesome.
I look so freaking studious right now. I'm telling you. So you like them? I didn't say all this tomorrow. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah. Can you hear me? Did you turn your?
I'm trying to make sure that.
He turned it on.
Okay, yeah, I was just trying to make
Okay,
sure that
yeah.
you guys were still on my headphones. Yeah, then look, I'm recording you guys.
Recording you.
Yeah, I like them. There was a slight learning curve this morning at the flea market. Obviously, I took them on a test spin yesterday, just like my little brother and I and some of my family went and played pickleball and did whatever. And so they were. Hey, now come here, Charlie. And so I figured out how to work them or whatever. This is what I didn't know. So then I'll tell you this. I was at the flea market today. I did record a good number of clips and I found some cool old hats and stuff like that. I got all on camera. And then all of a sudden the glasses were working. They were charged. Everything was normal and fine. And then all of a sudden it would do all the other functions besides record
You
anything.
ran out of room.
No. And so I was like, dude, what in the world? So I didn't know that right here on the side, when you get yours, right there is a power button. And so it's like a little slide, right? And so I think maybe because I think maybe either I kept turning it off or maybe I had never turned them off before. So it was kind of like, what's going on type of thing. Right? And so, yeah. Randomly, they were just like randomly just wouldn't record and I couldn't figure it out for the rest of the time I was at the flea market. So I mean I did miss a couple cool finds because I was like I think I broke them on the first day, but I didn't. I literally just had to turn them off and turn them back on and then they worked totally fine.
Did you have to call customer support for them to tell you that?
Yeah.
No, I just
Have you tried turning them off and turning them back on?
Sir, do you see the ONOFF button? Try that.
I did. This is kind of what they look like. Or okay, what's going on here? I was trying to show you guys. Oh, maybe because.
Yeah, I think the content is gonna be so much easier. I would have wore them tonight.
This is a cool
yeah, digging through a box.
Yeah.
Everybody loves that. Everybody loves that stuff.
Yeah, so it was cool. Like,
yeah, I want to see what's the rest of the stuff in that box.
Oh, that was like the coolest thing. But I think
I don't know why he doesn't have this posted to Instagram already.
I think this is going to be like one of my first clips. Is I found this shirt right here and it was dry rot and it shows me like ripping the shirt. And I was like, oh, hey. So, and this one was actually a cool one, dude. It's the Lost Rebels from freaking Leonard Skinner. But like, you can see when I grabbed if you see right there at the end of the t-shirt, I kind of split it. I guess I didn't tear it much. It's not my thing, you know? It's not like it's not my item. I didn't want to like rip the freaking dude's shirt apart or whatever. But when you like look at it on my phone, you can see me rip it and be like, oh, okay, this is dry rot.
Yeah, that's a great video to talk about.
Yeah.
Look at this awesome shirt I found that's worthless.
Yeah.
That I ripped.
Yeah. Now, did I get made fun of by my guys at the flea market in the morning? Yes, I did. They were like, "You're gonna turn into Cyborg. You look like a nerd. You're blowing up our spot." And then I was just kind of like, whatever. So it makes it. I'll tell you right now, it makes it way easier to like, record. It makes it way easier to record, in my opinion. Yeah. It makes me feel less weird.
Yeah, I would have worn them tonight, meeting the guy with the two hats. I would have it would have been, I might have only got 30 seconds of content, but it would have been cool. And all you got to do is, I mean, you have that footage. I'm probably just going to voice over most of it. I'm probably just going to take it back, just mute the clip, and then talk. Then all you have to do is voice over and talk about what you're doing. And I think
the only thing we really need to see is your Venmo password, stuff like that. And then we're good to go.
Yeah.
So, I think I don't actually slip up.
Are you trying to talk while you're recording? Like,
no, I didn't say anything in those ones.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I don't even really know. Like, I'm not gonna set. What I'm not gonna. I don't think I'm ever gonna do is explain something in the middle of me doing it, and because you have to
Why
realize
not?
just like at the bins, like our flea market is super competitive. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to be in and out of as many
Yeah.
stands as I can in the first like hour of
Elbows
opening.
flying.
So I'm not gonna waste even 2 minutes
No, you
explaining
gotta
that this is a '90s hat or
get off.
whatever it
Get off
is.
that box. It's my box.
So
For sure.
yeah,
Yeah. So
I'm
hopefully,
hoping that just our interaction, like my interaction with like with the vendors and with other people that are there, or whatever, is like kind of the fun part of it, because it did make me feel like I didn't have anything on, like I wasn't, it made me feel like I didn't have anything on, like I didn't feel weird,
it wasn't
so I
awkward.
was like, yeah,
Didn't feel like
Yeah.
you had
everyone
that
any other
billboard
given
above you.
weekend. Yeah,
I wonder if they'll get it to where you can live stream it. I would think that
you can. You
you
it
can
Yeah,
live
it said
stream.
good live
it
stream.
said that you can, yeah. Now this is the problem, right? Is that yesterday we played pickleball. I recorded, I think it was nine 3-minute clips, I believe. And if I wasn't at 100% I started, I was pretty close in like the 90s. And when I
Yeah.
got back home, I was at 18%. So if that kind of gives you an idea of like how much, actual footage you could record,
You're talking about
uh,
battery, and so
battery, yeah.
what about like how
So
much
20,
space was still
oh, I think a lot. Well, because mine just saves right to my phone. Like
right?
it saves, like it's saving like right to my actual, like my phone, not to just the app.
That's what I'm talking about. It's gonna be
Yeah,
badass.
yeah. So
Because
I'm pretty stoked about it.
if it goes straight to your phone, then you can edit it right there on your phone, and
Yeah,
yeah, that'll be good.
yeah. I'm pretty stoked about it. I guess the only issue that it's just a me issue. It's probably not an everybody thing, but I think because it is so humid in Florida, and you guys know this, I'm the sweatiest guy ever.
Yeah.
They fog up like kind of where they contact like my eyebrows and the bridge of my nose. They kind of,
Yeah.
so
Slippery
that
when wet.
is kind of annoying. It is kind of an annoying thing. So I'll just basically just kind of have to deal with it or whatever.
So I think that's probably going to be like what we wanted to talk about last week too, was like some great tips for the year. Some of the best things that we had talked about all year long, and what we thought kind of would be our favorite tips that we kind of heard from each other. And that's one of mine, I think. And it's really just networking. And I think that's what it's going to do for us. We're going to be able to make more content and make more friends. When are you going to get yours, Rob?
Oh, glasses? Oh, I
Yeah.
don't.
Yeah, Rob, we just
I don't
want to
know.
see you sitting in the office at 2 a.m. I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry.
Oh, so yeah. So speaking of that, when
Uh.
Steven and I were sitting here waiting for half an hour for you, I told him, I said, my guy, like I went to work Thursday night. Everybody was like all excited because my guy was supposed to go see his doctor on Friday for his reevaluation. I said, hey, I'll be happy when I see him walk through the door. I'm not getting my hopes up. So Friday night, he sends me a text after he gets back from his doctor with his new note that says, not healing properly, recasted, 2 more weeks of non-weight bearing before he could be seen again a week later.
So you're probably at least 3 or 4 weeks out of getting back to normal.
Yeah.
That
You have no
sucks
idea
ass,
how
dude.
bad my sleep schedule is screwed up right now.
Yeah, that sucks ass so bad.
So you should have, if you order your glasses now, you should have all the kinks worked out in the next 3 or 4 weeks. And then all you got to do is on your way home, when you stop by Goodwill, you just got to pop them on. And there you go. But I think it's really going to help continue to network well and to make good content that people want to watch. People really love that type of content, just watching people dig and
Oh,
source.
absolutely. Absolutely.
And I think that's gonna be the biggest thing.
And I agree with you on the networking thing. That was going to be one of mine as well. I think the networking, and then I don't know if you want to keep going with anything or
No,
you
you're
wanna
good.
throw in while you're here.
Jack made it in though. I do have to say that real quick.
Fart sack Jack.
What's up, hat heads? Dude,
Everybody
he's so
remember
funny.
we cannot say FSJ.
FSJ, check
Dude,
out
he's
this
so
hat
funny.
that I got. A banger right here.
Yeah, he got like
No-
20 minutes ago, man. That's freaking.
Yeah. Never
How
gonna
far of a
give it
drive
up.
did you have to go?
Oh, it was like 20 minutes.
Oh, dude.
Just across town, really.
That's so awesome. Oh, such a good old guy or
Yeah. I asked him if if he did hats much. I think he just kind of does the yard sale bins thing. I'd never seen him at the bins, but I said,
oh,
well,
so he found it.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
had found it. And I was like, well, do you know who Hat House is? No. Well, you should. I don't know how you didn't know this already. I only live a few miles down the road from you, but no.
I know, guy. Don't you know? Look
Yeah.
at me.
Yeah, that's literally so funny. Oh my gosh.
Don't you know who I am?
But
literally
that's
so
what's
good.
that's what's tough. He said, no. I said, are you on Instagram? No. You ever get on Whatnot? Once. I just do Facebook. Well, that's too bad because
Yeah.
I don't do much Facebook.
Yeah.
But that's why you
Uh,
kind of got to hit them all a little bit.
yeah.
You got to
I
hit
will-
them all a little bit.
I will say this is a cool one, like because this is it's happened before, but it definitely doesn't happen much. Is my little brother and I? There's like a little kind of like a dive-ish bar that's right across the street from my house, and when Miami was playing 2 nights ago or something like that, we walked over there and just watched the end of the game. I didn't even know they were even playing, so I was like, oh well, let's walk across the street and go have a beer or whatever. And so we're sitting there at the bar, and a younger kid comes walking up to me, and he's like, "Dude, that hat is so sick." And I'm wearing the OE. I'm wearing this
Yeah.
one, and I was like, "Oh, thanks, man, I appreciate it." And he's like, "Where'd you get that at?" And I was like, "Oh, I found it." And he's like, "Well," he's like, "At a thrift store?" And I was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Well," I was like, "No." I was like, I found it with like a bunch of band tees and a couple other Jags hats, like in some guy's house that I was digging around in. And he was like, you know that, or he goes, "How much did you pay for it?" And I was like, "I don't know, a couple bucks, like not much." And he goes, "You know that's like a couple $100 hat, right?" And I was like, "Well, you know it is." So I was like, "You obviously like know what's going on here." And he was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Well, here, I just posted these ones," and I showed him the Instagram post of the giveaway. And he
Yeah.
was like, "Bro, what?" He's like, "What in the world?" So like he followed me on Instagram. He's like, "Dude, I'll hit you up if I like it, if I'm looking for something or whatever." And it was just cool because I was like, this hat in specific is not, it's not one of the loud ones that I own. It's kind of just it's definitely a if you know hat, truly. You know what I mean?
Right.
And so it was just cool to kind of have like a random guy and like a like a Bass Pro Shop trucker hat or whatever come up and
Yeah.
know what it was.
You have a killer hat, right?
Yeah, it was cool. was
I
like,
might
yeah,
know.
dude.
You had the
And-
best hat out of all the boys in here.
Okay, listen. It wasn't like that.
Yeah.
It wasn't like. Thing. Now that I think about it, maybe he was hitting on me.
He was a
Maybe he was hitting on me.
Hey,
little
big
too
guy.
flattering.
You look like a fireman.
I really think we had a lot of really good. I think all of us had a lot of really good tips last year. Like not only things that we also learned last year, but just things that we had already known that we were just sharing with everybody else.
I think one of the best ones just came not that long ago when we were talking about don't pigeonhole yourself. When you started breaking out into the ladies, hathouse is breaking out into the AirPods and stuff like that. And I'm going to go back to selling purses and stuff, but it's like, don't pigeonhole yourself into one thing, allow yourself to expand and be all that you can be.
Yeah, for sure. Because that going to the bins totally changed that for me, and just
Yeah.
picking up. I have to pick up all sorts of stuff if I'm going to source that way.
Right. But
it's
you had to step way out of your comfort zone for that.
Oh,
Yeah.
the evolution of Hat House last year was fucking legit, dude. It went from like a wholesale hat buyer, 50 listings of hats every day,
Yeah.
7 days
I
a
get
week,
up, I list
to
hats, I
yeah,
wash hats, I
I
make
hate
hats.
sourcing. The
Yes,
biggest one was I hate sourcing, and then all of a sudden a
I hate
Benz opens
sourcing.
up a couple miles down the road from his house, and then it's like he's a sourcing demon,
Well,
and
if you
there's a lot of
recall,
stuff you
like
can
the
find.
first trip was a disaster.
The
I
I'm
remember
never
first
the
going
grand
back
opening.
to that shithole.
opening day was
That place
terrible, though.
sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Never again.
Opening day was terrible.
The dude lives there now.
yeah, yeah. It's yeah. I think that's just a good lesson that everybody can take. Is that it's like, don't be afraid. You know what I mean? Don't be afraid. Not only just to not pigeonhole yourself, but don't be afraid to just even if you're not already pigeonholed, say you're already an everything person, but like you're intimidated by the bins, or you're intimidated by your local flea market, or there's something that's intimidating about another avenue that you can try to exploit, is just don't be, just be like, just go and immerse yourself in whatever that situation is. And the best thing about everything, and this is the truth, and this is the truth, not just in reselling, but in life, the best thing about everything is that the first day you do something is the worst you're ever going to be at it.
Yeah.
And the more you do it after that, you're only going to get better and better and better. It's literally virtually impossible to go backwards. Like if you just keep doing something, you're gonna improve, and you're gonna feel more comfortable, and you're gonna,
What if you just getting better at really screwing it up?
yeah, you could, and how I look at it is that you're still getting better, because you're getting better at knowing what not to do. You know what I mean? So
True story.
the next time that you do it again, you're not going to make that mistake. You might make another mistake, but you're not going to make that one.
We all learn from our mistakes, hopefully.
100%. So, yeah. I'm trying to think about the best freaking, the best singular tip that I shared.
No, I just had one that shot right out of my head a minute ago.
Last year, I would say, just off the top of my head,
It's back.
would be, the whole "you're not a storage unit, you're here to make money" thing. Don't get so, not getting so attached to your items that you have to have 100% of your asking price for every single thing, and you're not willing to take a dime less.
Move the merchandise.
Yeah, that's just, and because I go through it with my uncle all the time. Like he had a $35 hat like last week, I think, and somebody offered him
28.
28, right? Or no, I'm sorry. He had a $35 hat and somebody offered him 31.
Oh,
I'm
geez.
taking that all day.
He wasn't going to take it?
All day I'm taking that, right?
Yeah.
He comes back with 34. The guy comes
$1 off?
$1 off. The guy comes back with 31. And so before even accepting or denying, my uncle takes a screenshot of it, like he does a couple times a week, and sends it to me. And he's like, "This cheap fuck, blah, 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 blah," right? And I'm like, bro, 31 for 35 is great. I'm like,
Yeah.
$4, who cares at all? You got it from the bins. And they ended up settling at $32.50, I think is what they sold it for. And so, so I'm like, I tell him, like, dude, that can't matter. That stuff cannot matter. 28 is good,
Yeah. After 53,000 transactions that I've done on eBay, I figured out most of the people that are ready to do a deal. Yeah. 53,000 items later. If somebody offers you, if you have something priced for $25 and you have $4 or $5 shipping on it, you get an offer for $20, a lot of times people are just wanting free shipping. Yeah. And that's why to build it in. And that's probably kind of what that situation was. They were like, "Oh, I'll pay 35 for it, but I ain't paying shipping. Here, I'll give you 30. And
everybody wants a deal. Everybody wants to feel like they got a deal.
Everybody wants to feel like they got that deal. And if you can hook them up with free shipping, basically, that's why you price it up there a little bit too. So,
I mean, we started our conversation out today with that.
Yeah.
We will be looking for something for years, but we still want it as a deal.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know, it could be the one hat that we want left on the entire planet. I still want to get a couple dollars off.
Yeah.
Let me just get
I
that
need it.
for a couple dollars off.
Could be an
100%.
Oklahoma Sooners shark tooth, and they could have a reasonable price for $300, $400. I still can't pay it. I still gonna have to. I still want to be. I'd pay a couple $100 for a Sooner shark tooth, but I couldn't pay all the way up for it. But
Yeah.
people are they just want to know that they didn't get that they got a deal, and that's why they go to eBay most of the time. If
And
they
and I think what Jack is saying there is what most people think about eBay listeners.
Yeah, is it the list of
So
high?
it's this vicious cycle that we're stuck in where we're always constantly getting, you know, dinged for a couple dollars. So now most people will list a little higher to allow for that.
yeah.
But most people buying know that you're listing a little higher because you got some to shave off. So
Mhm.
it's a vicious cycle we live in.
Yeah, I'm a huge undercut the market guy. Like,
Well, you're all
Yeah.
about moving it.
Oh,
You're all
yeah.
about in and out.
Yeah.
In and out.
yeah, you know what I was thinking about too. Well, I wasn't even thinking about it. It came across my Instagram.
Hard to tell.
Is what is how do I say it? Not being a collector as a reseller. Like, can you truly be both?
Yes.
A collector and a reseller?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you why, and I'll show you afterwards when we're done here. But no, I can't do that, can I? When I'm doing my hat show over in my other room, all the sale hats are behind me, but what you don't see across from me is my couch that has all the Florida State Ravens. I don't know why, but I collect NBC golf hats. Ryder Cup, all those hats are sitting across from me that you can't see them.
And you're willing to sell them?
No, those are my collection. He just asked, can you be both? And I think I have it where I was a collector before I was a reseller.
So you don't think
when I used
you're
to do,
not in the core of your collection, even in a small way, not a big way, but even in a small way, robs some of your ability to resell it.
are you asking me if I'm a collector of all this shit until it sells? Are you asking me if I would take stuff out of my personal collection and sell it?
Well,
I
I'm just
thought
saying,
that's
like,
what the
when you
question
find
was.
I'm
Yeah.
saying that, like, when you go out and find things or whatever, however you get stuff, and you find cool stuff, and then you collect it because it's cool things instead of getting the $100 that it's worth.
Yes. Do I have things in my collection that are worth a lot of money? Yes. Like when I used to sit up in my office, all that
Yeah.
paraphernalia on the walls.
Oh.
The one that's directly, well, I don't know if you could even see
Memorabilia,
it.
but
Yeah. I don't even know if you can see it because it's usually over here, and I don't think you can see it at that point. But it is signed by Ray Lewis, Ed Reed, and Terrell Suggs.
yeah,
All three of them together, and that's worth like $1,000. But that won't come off that wall.
but that's before this whole game.
That's what I said. I think for
Yeah.
me, I was a collector long before I was a reseller.
Yeah, I guess I'm talking more about your sourcing inventory for resale, right? That is what your objective is on a day-to-day. And during that day-to-day, there are things, maybe it's one thing, maybe it's a lot of things throughout the month or the year or whatever, that you're taking away from the reason that you went out to go get these things and putting them into a collection of your own. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just like, do you think that it does rob some of your, not even ability, but do you think it does rob some of your profits or whatever from the actual reason that you do this, which is to make money?
No, I no, because in my mind, I'm able to separate them. Like if I see, like if I'm digging through a bin of hats and I see a bunch of different golf hats, like Titleist and Callaway, stuff like that. But in the hat bin is also this beautiful Florida State hat. Okay. That will go into the pile to be bought, but then it will come out and go into the collection.
What about you, Steven?
I just keep it really just to the Oklahoma Sooners stuff is really the only thing that I will connect. And I sell it. I sell it every once in a while too. The only other thing that I will not sell, I mean, is things that people give me. I won't really sell that stuff. But everything else, I don't have I don't really collect anything else. There's nothing else that I'm just like I can't get rid of this. Mary asks me all the time, "Are you going to keep that one?" Probably not. Probably gonna list it tomorrow. So I'm not a big collector of stuff really. I only put this up here because I like to have it up there.
Yeah, I
Jack can have his own show tonight.
yeah, Fart Sack is going gnarly.
He's just having his own show.
Yeah, y'all got to catch the YouTube playback on FSJ. He's definitely lively in the chat.
Yeah, I just think of that because there's a guy that I know at the flea market that, he's not a like a monetarily rich man, and it seems like almost every time he finds something cool, it goes into his personal collection, and it's like the whole reason that you're out here is so that you don't ride the bus to work. You know what I mean? And it's like every
Well, I think
$200 shirt.
I think everybody has a different reason for what they do.
Yeah, but I always think about that though. I'm like, is your desire to collect these things, does that outweigh the reason that you're here to sell these kinds of things and make money? You know what I mean? Like I'm not a collector. I collect the Jags things, but I'm just like Steven. Like there's not a single thing in my Jags collection that I wouldn't sell right now. I'm not going to tell you that you're going to get a crazy steal for it, but I will sell it to you.
Yeah.
And and also my Jags collection isn't massive. I don't have every just 90s embroidered t-shirt ever made, right? Like I try to only keep like what is super, super cool and what is in my size.
That's why I'll never have the best Oklahoma Sooners collection because I end up selling it.
Yeah.
And I'll probably never have the coolest Instagram post even though I may have had a lot of awesome Sooners hats at one point, but I'll never have the coolest Instagram post because I've probably sold it.
Yeah. There's just like, that's why, especially this year for the as the regular season winded down, I went and grabbed all my Jag stuff because I have been saving that for selling. I just wanted to sell it at the right time. And FSJ live auction Monday with January House. I don't know who January House is.
I don't either. Check out FSJ on January House though.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
You know what I mean? And I just took all the things I went through and I was really like, okay, first of all, if it's not an XL, I'm not keeping it. That's a fact. I don't care if it's the coolest thing in the world. If I can't wear it, I'm not keeping it. And then of all the XLs that I had, I'm like, all right, what are the ones that are really cool and that like I really actually like a lot and enjoy? And I'm like, those are the ones that I'll keep, So there's 15 pieces of clothing that I kept, and there's 75 pieces probably that either I sold or am selling, So I don't know. I just thought it was an interesting thought.
That's his channel name, January House. Okay, cool.
We'll check it out, FSJ.
Is that how you spell January?
January? Yeah.
Does it look weird though, or no?
I think it's just the caps.
Does that happen to you sometimes? Like when you spell something correct, but it doesn't look correct, and you're like, something's off here.
I don't know. Is it not right?
I don't know. It just looks funny.
Yeah, that's right.
Probably not. Listen, my English, I can barely even speak, let alone type.
All right, Rob, did you have something for us before I play this?
I think the other thing we talked about was that is extremely important is do your research.
Hmm.
Make sure you take the time to do your research.
Yeah, I think especially when you're talking like going all in on bigger purchases and
Yeah.
kind of like because we did have a good point that Mike brought up, just buying something for $5 just to learn about it too, which maybe you have to do that research on the back end. He talked about what Barbies
Yeah.
at one time, and just coming across $100 Barbie jackets, and it only costed $5 to learn it. And
Well, like a lot of times we get into these moments where it's like you have a split second to make your decision.
right,
And it's like, am I in a spot where I'm just in the lucky moment and I'm catching something? Maybe. Am I willing to, spend $2, $3, $4 to find out? Probably. And you do. But then you get it back and you're like, threw that $2 away.
Yeah, I used to have a rule when I very first started, probably like maybe even like the first year that I did it, was if I was going to spend $5 or more on an item, it must be looked up and sell-through rate checked and everything. That was like the rule that I strictly held myself to. I always said, I'm like, well, dude, if something costs $1 and it's not worth anything, then it's only $1. But if I'm going to spend $5 or more, that was just my rule, And then as time goes on, and like once you start building a little bit of that, once you start building that money from this, and you're like, whether it's your full-time job or this is really, especially if it's a side hustle for you, then you have kind of more what I call play money. You can have more money that you're like, okay, I can toss $10 at this or whatever, and it not really kind of be as big of a deal maybe as it was in the very, very beginning.
Yeah, but I think along with that play money comes more knowledge. You have a deeper database
sure.
At that point.
Mm-hmm.
When you're comfortable to raise your, I will not do this for this much. You've built a bigger database that can support that. Now you can look at that $5 thing and go, oh hell yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah. That's when this gets even more fun, when you're able to go out and like find a good amount of items and you didn't look a single one of them up because you innately know that these are like, they're good things, like that's when it's like sweet. And then you could start speed running some places and you're like, oh hell yeah.
for sure.
Is it playing?
No breakers, it's photo time. Drop your favorite cash find.
Are we doing actual bolos or are we doing
We're doing
our
the best
top
bolos
3
of the year.
bolos for the year?
Actual bolos is all I got. I didn't get my best 3. But
all right, we can do them later.
No, do it. If you got it.
No, I have actual bolos.
Oh, well,
I'm pretty sure that was Steven's idea.
no, I
It
was
Was to
Steven's
do
idea.
top 3 bolos of the year.
It was, but I have
It
actual
definitely
bolos
was
too.
Steven's idea.
Yes.
No, I was talking
Yes.
about tips.
No, you said our top 3 bolos. I went back through the
You
shows.
said
and watched.
Oh
bolos.
hell,
All right, but I do have actual bolos.
Oh,
that's a
so
great
funny.
idea though. Next week, whoever thought of that was a genius.
All right, here we go.
Oh,
You ready?
I'm already pulling mine
I'm gonna
up.
do it
man.
old
What the
school.
heck?
I'm going to do it old school and show you on my phone. All right, so everybody knows Timberlands, right? Have you found any Tims
Yes.
with the crossover with Champion?
I didn't know there was such a thing.
No.
Look, I'm going to show you what they look like. On the boot, it actually has the Tim logo and the Champion logo up on the upper leather.
The Champion collab.
See that? Now, if you could find these black ones, look at the prices we're getting here.
$100.
Right around 185 to $100. The black one especially. There is a brown one, but it's not as much. $65 to $75. But the black ones are the more sought after ones.
I didn't know that. That was a thing.
All right, Mike might know this one. Mike might know this one. Aku? I think that's how you say it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Aku,
Little
yeah.
Y2K
Yeah,
brand.
there you go. Check it out. Varsity jackets, puffers. Their jackets are ridiculous.
They make good jackets, yeah.
Yeah, their jackets
Varsity
are
jackets is
sick.
just a bolo too.
Yeah, their Aku jackets are just sick. They're money in the bank. You see one that has an Aku tag, pick it up. Pair it up with your Champion X Timberland boots, and
I bet
rock
Mike's
out
got
for the
that
money.
fit. You want me to go, Mike?
Yes.
Well,
I bet
you're going to be
Mike's got that
disappointed in
fit.
this
You're
first
crazy.
one. What? Check this
I
one
bet
out.
Mike's got that fit.
You got. Check this one out, Mike.
You know how
Oh
this
my
fit?
gosh, this guy.
A vintage Dale Earnhardt jacket, banger sale, $80
guy.
on this one. Some guy on Whatnot for 3 weeks was just ripping this Dale Earnhardt stuff, and
This
I was so
whipping Dale Earnhardt.
I was so surprised that the jackets they weren't getting that great of a price, and I scooped up a few. This is the first one, but this one's really cool because it was kind of a puff. That one that was a kind of a puffer jacket. So $80, and they were all like dead stock basically. So
You didn't have to do anything to him.
Eating out of the Dale Earnhardt.
All you had to do was just
buffet.
take a picture of him.
and I went ahead. I don't do it very often, but I went ahead and put all this Dale Earnhardt stuff into a don't mark down, kind of a special Dale Earnhardt category. And I'm definitely waiting till at least March, probably, before I take my first markdown on that stuff. I'll wait till after NASCAR season gets started and give it a little chance to sell it top dollar. But it's still got some cool ones. Let's check out. See, this is the reason I wanted to have my glasses, because I found this at the bins and it's already sold. Tuesday or Wednesday, listed it Thursday, and it's sold already.
Boom.
Calculators.
Holy shit.
Yes, calculators. Nobody fought me over it. Nobody was going for it. It was just sitting there. Nobody knows calculators, and I just picked it up, just casually walked over to it. Did I know it was going to be a $200 calculator? I didn't.
Okay, this one is called a Hewlett Packard HP 48GX space 128K graphing calculator. Don't go out there and buy every fucking Casio calculator, not knowing the brand, and think it's a $250 calculator. The Hewlett Packard HP 48GX 128K is what you're looking for.
Yeah, this one's a little bit older, kind of a more of a vintage calculator. My dad was an engineer, so he had like some cool calculators, and I kind of know the calculator game a little bit. It's why I knew to pick it up. But I mean, anytime you find a cool old calculator like this, and it says graphing on it, I would just pick it up. It's usually going to be pretty good. We talked about the TI 85s. We know those are easy $40, but HP really goes hard, and this is a great one. I got another.
Rip it.
Next one. Sega Toys for Homestar Lot of 5 wrapped Andromeda. These were basically like these little discs that you put into like a planetarium thing that would shine up on your ceiling or whatnot, and they were sealed. I had no idea they were worth anything until we looked them up. But anytime you find this sealed electronics video game stuff like this, even if it's really weird, this was a great sale for
Usually the
$100
weird
on
stuff
those.
is what's worth the most.
Weird is wanted.
Weird.
For sure. I do have one more, and it's kind of seasonally relevant. This stuff is going to start selling really well right now, and will for the next couple of months. And it is workout stuff. This was like an adjustable weight sled. Picked
it's
it
that
up
time
at the
of year, isn't
bins. Yeah, everybody's got to get into shape.
They should sell
Workout.
about February.
Yeah, workout stuff, whether it's workout clothes or it's actual workout equipment, sells really good the next couple of months. So be on the lookout for that stuff. This one was new, open box. It was really. This one actually went to what did the buyer's name? NFL trainer or said something like that. NFL training or football equipment trainer, something like that. But it was pretty cool. There you go. What do you got, Mike?
To be honest with you, I don't have any super bangers. Like I really barely listed the last like week and a half. But here's a couple cool ones. There's like shit that you'll probably actually find. This is a good one. I had to sit on this for actually a little while, but this is a vintage historically black college and universities. It's an award jacket. This one's an award sweater, but if you find the award jacket, they're usually worth more money. It sold. I didn't even take an offer on it. It sold for $100. This one just kind of has like all of the different HBCU football conferences, big patches on the back, and then on the front of it, it has this black colleges football kind of embroidery. However, I just thought it was unique. I never had really seen one before. So, and this is what it looks like. It's a Bristol official awards sweater. Like I said, they make I've seen award jackets, and some of those can go for, even in the thousands, just depending on what school. And then I thought this one was cool, not because it sold for a particular lot of money or anything like that. I just think this is interesting. This is what I ended up doing with 50 hats that I just, they were just sitting there. There's things that I wasn't going to do anything with. I put them in a giant lot. They sold for $30. I put them on bid for 99 cents. It would have sold more. It would have sold for higher. But if you can tell in here, there's a ton of like just modern, just, like that, there's just a lot of random modern stuff in there. If you have a group, here's kind of the other side of it. It's just a lot of modern like strapbacks and stuff. But if you have a group of the vintage ones, those you'll usually end up getting a higher price. But I started out at 99 cents. It was a donate pile of hats. That's what it was. So
that's a pretty good price.
Yeah, I just put them in a lot and I put it on bid for 7 days, and it kind of gained some traction. And honestly, everything else that we've been selling since the last time we talked has been Whatnot, and then it's been a bunch of local Jag stuff. Like, like just even an hour ago, some guy came in and picked up a couple Jag pieces from me. So
everybody's getting pumped for tomorrow. What time is the game?
1 o'clock.
Is it 1 o'clock?
Yeah. So we haven't really done an awful lot on eBay, but there's just been a lot of local stuff going on.
It's been pretty. I've had some good sales, but eBay has been pretty. The quantity is not there. Quality has been okay.
Yeah.
But quantity has not been that great.
I only kept 2 Jags or 2 Dale Earnhardt pieces, not for myself, 2 that I listed on eBay. Only 2 of them. And this one I had listed for 150. Like I said, your boy gets it gone. So I took an offer for $90, but it's a signed Dale Earnhardt hat. Right?
Yeah, that's pretty badass.
I took an offer for 90, and then the other one hasn't sold yet. So once it sells, I'll show it to you. But you can add that that $90 into the deal total.
That's a good one.
So,
That one's cool.
yeah.
Did you think about auctioning that?
No,
No.
not at all actually. I mean, would I don't think it touches $100. I mean, no COA and stuff, I mean,
Yeah.
I don't think that it's fake at all, but I can't prove to you that it is, that it's real, so I'd just rather kind of not even deal with that kind of headache on there anyway.
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah.
All right, guys. I promise next week, best bolos that we've had all year. We're gonna go through the last
We're gonna
365
be all the way
days.
through January.
Yeah. We'll do the best ones that we had. I thought we were talking about our best tips. I got myself mixed up. But until next time, we'll do everything from eBay to whatnot and our best bolos. We'll see you guys again soon.
Duval.